Hello, my lovely 8th graders. Today we are going to go over some water test questions that will help you for your Learn Check on Friday. So the first question, it says, which represents the distribution of water on Earth? What I thought was really important and I wanted to highlight was distribution, water in Earth. Okay, so I know that the water is, most of the water on Earth is in the ocean. So I'm going to look for the answer that best represents that. So if you look at the first one, it says 97% freshwater, 3% saltwater. If I wasn't taking my time and reading carefully, I probably would have picked that because I know that 97% is one of the important numbers involving water, but I know that that can't be the right answer because it says freshwater. So the next one says 3% freshwater, 97% saltwater. I always am going to read all the answer choices, but I'm pretty positive that B is the right answer. So let's look at C. 71% freshwater, 29% saltwater. Again, it's more saltwater than freshwater. D. 29% freshwater, 71% saltwater. Well, that one's not, is more saltwater in that answer choice, but the best answer for us is B. 3% freshwater, 97% saltwater. All right, number 2, where is the majority of Earth's fresh water found? So again, I am looking for fresh water. What I underlined or highlighted was majority in Earth's fresh water. I have A, polar ice caps, B, rivers, C, ponds, D, lakes. Well, first of all, this one's a little bit tricky because every single one of these is a freshwater example. So I can't just automatically cross off oceans or estuaries because those have salt water in them. So I have to do what I've learned and think about where do we find most of our freshwater. And I remember Miss Kane saying that it is actually frozen in polar ice caps. So most of the fresh water, of that little teeny tiny percentage that we have, is actually frozen. All right, number 3, which best describes the importance of an aquifer. So what I thought was important was best describes and the word aquifer. So first I have to ask myself, okay, what is an aquifer? And I remember an aquifer is just an underground spot where water is held, okay? So I have A, it holds uncontaminated. That means it doesn't have any pollution or anything in it. Groundwater for human consumption. B, it supplies all water for lakes and rivers. C, it provides water for oceans. Well, I know right off the bat I can get rid of C, it provides water for oceans, because that's just a bad answer choice. It doesn't have anything to do with salt water. All right, so then I have A and B. It holds uncontaminated groundwater for human consumption or supplies all water for lakes and rivers. Well, the aquifer doesn't really supply water for the lakes and rivers, but it does hold water underground, and it's been filtered through the soil and the rocks, so it's nice and clean water that we can drink. So my best answer choice is A. Last question, we have cohesion is a property of water that is best explained as. So I highlighted cohesion and is best explained as, okay? So we're going to think of all of our water properties we learned about. We have A, the attraction of water molecules to molecules of other substances. B, the strength of the surface of water. C, the attraction of water molecules to other water molecules. Or D, the resistance of water to changes in temperature. Well, right off the bat, I'm going to get rid of D and B because I think those are the worst answer choices. But then that leaves me with, I have now A and C. So A says the attraction of water molecules to the molecules of other substances, or what was once C and now changed to B on me, the attraction of water molecules to other water molecules. So one of these is describing cohesion and another one is describing adhesion. And the way I remember them is adhesion sounds like adhesive, like as in adhesive tape. An adhesive tape, you use it to stick something to something else. So adhesion is when water sticks to something else. But then cohesion, I think of co or cooperate. So the water is cooperating with itself and sticking to itself. So the best answer for this one was once C, the attraction of water molecules to other water molecules. I hope this helps for your Learn Check. This doesn't like to stop ever.